Hell yeah. Lit. People want water. They so green. They so green.
Got it all over me. My eye.
Lit. So this is it.
This is it. We're starting.
First episode.
What's it called? We decided on a name.
Secrets of the Universe.
Secrets of the Universe. So where are you getting these bullshit secrets
I
from?
don't know, man.
These bootleg secrets.
Yeah.
Are you buying them off?
Wait, can I take a piss before?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, go
ahead
take
and
a
do that.
piss. Just,
But look, even if
we'll start without
anybody
you.
has to piss, they just get up.
Yeah, Joe
Let's go.
Rogan usually pisses in the middle of it, so
we're
A
not
lot
gonna,
of this is
we're not
gonna
gonna be
be
doing
cut.
this for 4 hours.
Like,
it's not normally.
not all of this is gonna make it.
Oh, does that interlude to our first topic of circumcisions in 2019?
Is that a thing?
It's a big debate, yeah. And apparently people are like really pissed off about it. I'm not too offended.
It's pretty fucking funny though.
It is pretty funny. Alright, Curtis, enjoy your piss.
I kind of wanted to piss off the balcony, but I think that's a felony.
Yeah, people call it mutilating a little boy. Which, like, I wouldn't describe myself as mutilated, you know? That feels a little unfair. A little harsh.
I don't know if I want that to start out the podcast.
Let me find out. Everyone's circumcised in America.
Why you feel left out?
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, when I was 13, I went to Denmark as, like, part of this, like, program. And all the Danish kids made fun of the American boys for being circumcised. And they would just kind of bring it up and like bully us about it the whole time.
I'll tell you when to stop.
That's fucking crazy, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to top off too.
Keep going. Keep going.
What a
Keep
podcast!
going.
Watching
Keep
us fill our
going.
drink.
Keep going. Stop. Keep going.
Hit me.
Alright, I'm good. Sip on it.
Hell yeah. You got slapped it for good luck. Slap that thing, why? There you go.
Ooh, slap it for fertility and long life. Good business ventures in the new year.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Look, I need you to do me a favor.
What's up?
Keep this in front of you.
I got the perfect thing for it.
Oh yeah. It's like it was made to hold a guitar.
So when the time comes, like if
Oh my
somebody
god, I
wants
just
to do
fucking spilled it, man.
yeah, I'm gonna
Oh
spill it
my
on
God.
myself. So if I want to do like guitar
It's
and the
not a
lyrics, I
good
might just
story.
grab it and be like, just
go
hand
for
it to
it.
me. He'll be like,
Yeah.
it'll just be an interlude.
Yeah.
So have you guys heard about that serial killer that like was like going all throughout the United States and said he killed like 90 people and he spent some time in Mississippi?
When?
90 people.
He was caught pretty recently within like the past 6 months, I believe.
Really?
Yeah. But
That was recent? This motherfucker.
yeah, this motherfucker's like been active, yeah. I don't know when he was through
God.
Mississippi, but he's been like, he was caught recently. But like, if he's telling the truth, which I mean like you shouldn't really believe serial killers because a lot of them are fucking like narcissistic liars. But he would be the most prolific serial killer in US history.
How is he prolific?
Just like he's killed like the most people, like the highest body count.
Jesus.
It's like 90 plus people is pretty fucking high.
Prolific as in like he's an artist or something.
I mean, if serial killing's your art, yeah. If like just luring people into your car, you know, and like cutting them up at a rest stop is considered art, then definitely he's like Picasso.
Yeah. He would be the Picasso.
Fix this.
You gotta shake it, man.
Nah,
You
you
gotta
gotta
jiggle
take it
it
I
out.
wasn't
Think
getting
so?
hit.
You couldn't get it to hit?
Nah, I thought it was just empty though.
You want me to go
You
get
want the
this
car?
cigar?
Yeah.
No, the cart's full.
Is it?
Oh, this bitch is bone dry.
It looks
Fine.
Look at it.
Oh, crap.
What's
Look
up?
at that thing. It's so empty, it looks full, man.
Let it know.
Are you sure though?
What? I don't know. I'd probably not. I don't think that we want to smoke
Oh,
a
no.
black them
Let's do it.
outside.
Let's do it.
No, I can't smoke that.
Go and make
Fucking
the,
mongrel.
gonna make the drapes yellow.
Dude, y'all are some fucking animals.
Oh yeah, we sucked it dry, man.
Do I want to smoke this outside?
We're in the middle of a podcast,
Why would we
Curtis.
smoke a
We're
whole
passing it
cigarette?
around.
Can we take the camera outside and have like a little
Why would we
Nah.
smoke the
No,
cigarette?
I didn't even know we were on a podcast.
For the
I was just-
nicotine.
I
Like
was-
what?
I
for the
literally.
nicotine?
I got
Oh my
back
God,
from
you
taking a
fucking
piss.
animals.
Kate,
I got back from
Damn.
taking a piss, so.
Kate, where's the other vape?
Where that though?
Hey, we're on a podcast.
We're holding
now.
out, okay,
Alright,
goddamn.
so
We're needy.
Is it going right now?
So
Yeah,
do y'all
we're
wait,
in the
wait,
middle
so
of
I
it
have
the
a
whole
wait,
time.
wait, so I have a
We're
good
balls
topic
deep.
for you guys.
What's
All
up?
right.
Okay. Hit
So
me.
alright, so what do you guys alright, so
I need
excuse
it.
me, Tyler.
Huh?
No, just throw it out there.
Alright, so
Behind you?
they're not.
No,
Alright, so Mark, my boy.
Line.
So
Where?
what do you think about the abortion bans
Oh,
that are
yeah, I found
happening
it.
like around the United States right now?
I mean, it's pretty fucked up, Curtis. Like, I think you know my views pretty well, but
As I'm clarifying for everybody, we're talking about the abortion bans around the
apparently it's
United
getting
States.
political. I mean, it's pretty fucked up. I've seen The Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah.
Man,
Yes.
Fuck it.
stupid.
But like the
Yeah.
South is just really euphoric.
It's been going. People been aborting babies for thousands of years.
Longer than that, yeah,
Longer
man.
than that.
For real.
There's too many of us.
Yeah.
It's just-
I mean, it's like 50-50.
It's
Why
just
not
these,
go with the way
these-
that's more
it's just these
practical?
traditionalized people in the South. They just believe that they can control people's bodies, but it's not true. Basically, yeah. But so what?
Me and Curtis had a slight alien encounter yesterday, actually.
I swear I've seen the aliens.
No, we were walking out. Okay, so a couple of nights ago, we heard like some weird like beeping alarm noise, and I thought it might have been like one of my dog's shock collars near the room, but like
Oh my God.
I couldn't really get closer to it, no matter where I went. It was like the same like level of sound, and then it stopped after like a minute or two. So we were just like, what was that? That was weird. But
So
then
you were trying to find it. You would keep walking closer.
we were looking for it in
But
the
it
house,
wasn't
and then we
getting
went
loud.
outside and like we're seeing if it was like a car alarm maybe, but it wasn't that either, and like no one
It
was
sounded
around.
like a car alarm.
Are you
Oh
sure it
my
wasn't a
God.
bird? Because we have those in
Nah,
our
we're
house.
positive.
It might have been a bird, but it was
sounded
pretty
really
late at
loud.
night.
It was
There's
really
birds
loud,
that
too.
sound just like car alarms. I swear, like there's one that's right outside our house. I wake up every morning. I'm like, dude, oh my fucking god.
I think it was too deep of a pitch to be a bird.
Yeah.
Like I was like almost like not quite feeling it, but close. And then yesterday we were walking it on my driveway, and we saw this circle of like okay, so my driveway is like hard dirt covered
Yeah.
with rocks, and there was a circle where all the rocks had been pushed in like a perfect circle. Yeah, that right there.
Oh my god.
You can't really see it well
Show
in the
the
picture.
camera.
Show the camera. Yeah, show the camera that.
And show it with him too.
Yeah, so like we saw that, and it was just in a perfect
closer.
circle, and I couldn't imagine what that was.
Yeah.
Like what would make it like blast out like that? 'Cause
Yeah.
no, it's just a fucking road. No one's out there,
That's fucking
and it was just
crazy.
me at the house. It's weird, right?
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
pretty weird.
Some high strangeness.
Yeah, for sure.
It almost makes me sad that I'm leaving the house like tonight, because I'm like maybe some more weird shit's about to happen.
Yeah.
I live for that shit, man. I want to go to this place called Skinwalker Ranch that has like a bunch of UFOs.
Where's it at?
New Mexico.
Hey, so-
no, it's in Utah. It's the Utah
Hey, so
Basin.
because we're on extraterrestrial stuff, I can put it to an interesting subject. So, on this podcast on YouTube called the H3 podcast, they talk about ghost encounters. So, Mark, have you ever seen a ghost encounter before?
I swear I've
Tyler,
seen a ghost
have you ever had a ghost encounter?
Yeah, I've seen like.
All right,
black
give me a
shadow
story,
when I
bro.
used
Give
to
me a
live
story of
at
a
home.
motherfucking ghost encounter.
Well, I used to like live.
Excuse my French.
I used to like have to stay at home a lot when I was younger, like 12, 13, you know, whatever, however old I was, like super young. Like I used to be like super tweet because like my people kept the lights off, like when I was staying there,
That
like
sounds
to
sketchy.
save energy and shit.
That sounds sketchy.
And, like I always heard shit, like I always would hear shit from my aunt's room, like moving, like the doors rattling and shit, and they're like, that's just like I told my aunt about it, and they're like,
Where were you living at this point? Like what city?
Carrier.
It's
in
Carrier, Mississippi. Yeah. Isn't that northern Mississippi?
I'm not too sure.
I believe it is.
Walls, ooze, the green.
No, we're like,
Oh wait, they always do that.
well, like I told them about it, and they just like kept dismissing it as like the air conditioner and stuff like turning on and things like that.
Were the people that you were living with religious, or were they skeptical, or like what type of like philosophical beliefs do
I
they
think
have?
they just like thought I was just like tripping because I was just young. Like I
Yeah,
just
how old
didn't
were
know.
you again?
Like 12 or 13 probably.
Yeah, but that's like a serious age where you're like developing and shit, like where they should like take your shit seriously. They shouldn't just like think that you're talking bullshit
Nah,
because
my
maybe
people are
it's
just
real.
like really religious, so it wasn't
That makes
like
sense,
that.
yeah.
So like as time went on, like I started ignoring it. Like I was like, okay, maybe it is just like all that shit and everything. But I was like, one day I was sitting home and I remember like I made like one of those things like a cake cuisine. Is that what they are?
Yeah.
I made one of those. Like I was staying at home and like I sat down. I was watching like Cartoon Network, whatever the fuck I was watching, and like the door just fucking opened. And like I know it was closed all the way because I was sitting right by the microwave, like I could see it like from where I was, like it was closed all the way, like because I always looked over there because I was just always paranoid. But like, it was closed, and like after I sat down, started eating, it just opened. I remember I just bolted to
The
my room,
microwave
shut my
opened
door,
on
locked
its
the door,
own.
and just like I put the blankets under the door so nothing could like look under.
Did the
Oh,
ghost
I
start
See,
making
like I was that
popcorn?
like
No, the door to the bedroom, right?
Door of the bed.
what?
The door to the bedroom's what opened, right?
Yeah, my aunt's bedroom. Like
Yeah.
that
I
had been
think the
moved.
microwave.
No,
That's
no,
what he
no,
was
no.
at.
I got done with the microwave. I was eating the kid cuisine. Like I was watching Cartoon Network, and like I could hear it open. And at first, I remember like, oh, it's just my aunt coming out of her room. I was like, no, she's not here. Like I threw the Cape Cuisine like to the fucking couch, whatever the fuck, and I took off running in my room like
Leave it for the ghost to eat.
whatever the fuck. And I went to my room. I slammed the door and I locked it. And I turned my TV on. I turned it up as loud as I could, and I put like my blankets under the door so nothing could look like in, like and see me and shit. I was that like scared about it. And like I was like, if anything comes in, I'm just gonna have to like fight it. Like I just don't know what I'm gonna do.
How could you fight extraterrestrial? That doesn't-
No, it was a ghost encounter.
Fucking
What is a
baseball
ghost?
bat.
Yeah, how would you do that?
Willpower.
Alright, so
I didn't know
Vinny,
if it was a ghost or a
so,
demon
So Vinny,
or-
have you ever had a ghost encounter before?
I don't even know, man.
Alright, so
I think I had someone come in my house.
alright, so because he
Really?
does not know.
I think
Like
so.
a real person.
Alright, so because
I'll tell
Vinny.
you after this.
Alright, so because Vinny does not know. Wait, you have a ghost encounter?
No,
No,
that's something
I think
different.
someone might have like opened my door to like one of my like to my sister's house when I was there home alone.
That's pretty
Like,
trippy.
like
Yeah, explain that story because
Okay.
we're about to go into another topic after
So
you're done with that.
all the animals were like outside except for the cats. You know, cats don't give a shit about anything, so they're no good. But I was like in my living room and I heard some shit, and I like checked out the, you know, like I went out of my room into the living room to like see what was going on, and it all seemed quiet.
Yeah.
And I noticed that the front door was open, and it's weird because whenever I come home, I open the garage and go through that door, so I never go through the front door.
Yeah.
But like I remember like I could have left it unlocked, so like I feel like somehow I got left open. I really didn't think about it too hard after. I was like, wow, like no one's in here right now, and hopefully they heard me and just like
Yeah.
got spooked and left. But like that shit really freaked me out.
That is pretty crazy.
Even those, man.
That is pretty
It was in the
insane.
middle of the day too, which I know is when most crimes happen, or most like robberies,
Yeah.
because people like are at work and whatever.
Oh, damn.
Alright, so moving on to the next topic. So
Snappy.
a topic that that me and Mark actually talked about earlier on our earlier encounter.
On our podcast.
So basically, El Chapo. Do you guys know who that guy is? He's the Mexican drug lord that was
Yeah,
recently. He escaped through prison a couple times, but they got him a couple times, and now he's actually in federal prison. I think he's in like New York or something, somewhere in the
Federal
north.
prison.
But he's
He
very
was in like he was in like
he's fucked.
Mexican
Yeah,
prisons
he's
before, and he like
fucked.
dug
Yeah,
tunnels
he's
to get out.
Yeah, so basically the news story that happened today was El Chapo's mother and sisters got U.S. visas to visit the drug lord in prison. So they allowed the family members like visas to visit the drug lord, the guy who's created like so much like issues and terror, but also like profiteered. But like, how do you morally make the decision of that? Like, do you think that that's morally okay that they can like visit him? Or do you think that like they shouldn't be
I
able
don't see
to?
why not.
Yeah,
man.
I
Yeah,
think
why
it's
not?
fine.
Yeah.
I mean, basically, like devil's
What can
advocate
he
would
do?
pretty much be like he created a lot of terror. Like he
I don't know.
he had very evil intentions. Like he was a profiteer. Like he didn't really care about the person. He just wanted the money. That's the main issue with that situation. Like it's too much power for an unregulated market.
Yeah.
I mean, but you have to ask yourself like,
Hold on. put it
you're
on
judged by
pause.
what you do.
Huh?
We'll put the video on pause.
Is the sound still going?
Yeah.
Well, like
Wow.
you get judged by like what you
Oh,
do.
wait, did I erase those images?
Erase the what?
No, I meant to like take some pictures off that I took yesterday, so I'd have more room on the card.
Okay.
You're gonna get a producer credit.
Behind the scenes. Audio only.
Shout out to my boy Mark, my boy
What's your-
Vinny,
what's
my
your-
boy
what's your-
Tyler, my
Why
boy
are you
Tim.
shouting out
What's your
people who are all in the
Instagram?
room?
What's your
Because
Instagram?
that's lit as shit.
Say your Instagram.
My Instagram is I don't believe in Instagram because I am a rebel. Boom.
You have an Instagram though.
I don't have an Instagram.
Really?
Motherfucker, I don't
What's
have
your
an
Instagram?
I don't
Shout
have
it out.
Facebook.
I have a Snapchat at Lust Lizard. Lust_lizard.
Alright, Vinny, what's your Snapchat? Shout it out.
What the hell even is my Snapchat?
Cracker Jack.
Cracker Jack.
Is it? Oh yeah, the Cracker Jack.
It's Cracker Jack's 07?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cracker
07?
Jack's 07.
I don't know, maybe.
What's
I
yours?
thought it was at 1.
I'll be Kate_29.
Say it louder.
Say it prouder.
Yeah.
I'm here, I'm queer, get used to it.
Mine is underscore LIL_JEEP
You're making that up.
underscore.
Fucking.
I didn't make that up.
You can make that
It's
up.
underscore Lil Jeep. But it's underscore Lil underscore Jeep
No, that's your
underscore.
Instagram name.
That's what I'm talking about. I don't have
My
Snapchat.
Instagram is Kate You Later Hater.
You're on it, dude.
You named it.
Curtis, what are you doing, you fiend?
I'm not doing
Keep
anything.
it off the camera, man.
I'm not doing anything. I'm literally.
Man.
I'm not in the camera. I'm literally just about to pack a bowl.
Man,
come
no.
on,
This isn't the dude. This
come
is
on.
tobacco.
We're gonna have to.
No.
We're gonna have to cut
Come
this
on.
now. Come on.
This is CBD.
Everyone's
bro.
saying
Come
no.
on.
Y'all are wildin'.
You're wildin'.
Look, Curtis, we can do it after the podcast.
Yeah, man. Be patient.
Like, it ain't that. Get you a glass, get you some more wine.
Yeah, drink some more wine, dude. You don't even have to stay sober. Just go fucking drink some wine.
Yeah, like, you tore up, dude.
Did you ever meditate, Tyler?
I used to when I was younger.
I've been meditating a good bit recently.
Oh, yeah, how's that
I've been wanting
for
to
you?
get back.
It's been going really well. I'm
yeah.
considering taking my Buddhist vows and taking the refuge in the Buddha before I go to Norway.
Hell yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, part of that would be like no intoxicants, so like that'd be a pretty big change. But I'm looking forward to it.
Don't do it.
It's it's a rule that it's not like a hard rule. It's a rule that I expect to break, but like generally, you know, like
That's a really
Yeah.
fucked up rule to make if you.
Hey, look,
Alright,
all I'm saying
we're good to go.
is,
What's the one to make it if you
No, no,
didn't
no.
break it though?
yeah. I mean, like I'm only human.
All right,
but
well, we're back. We're back.
I'm also gonna be living.
Technical difficulties.
Welcome back.
hello.
I'm gonna be living out of a van for the next couple of years and teaching online. So like, I mean, I
You're
won't.
supposed to be going?
I'm going to Norway this in June, like end of June to like
This
all
is
of
June.
July. Yeah, so like the end of this month.
Okay, so you're going all the way to the end of July.
Yeah, pretty much.
You
the
should
whole-
definitely add me on Facebook so we can keep up with that.
Do you have a Snapchat?
No, I used to.
Fuck, that's like the only Instagram I use.
Hey, oh, we're like,
No, that's the only social media I use.
We're
Like,
on
on
the only way I
Instagram. I have an Instagram that you can message me through, but I'm not active
Hey,
on it.
there's,
But like,
there's,
I'll
like,
get your messages.
there's like 75K
I'd have to
people
look it up,
watching this
though.
right now, and you guys should just
Oh, yeah.
like kind of each other's Instagrams. Like, y'all relax. Can we like talk about something like on the topic? All
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
so the topic. All right, so
Talking about meditation
What is
and
the topic?
some life plans.
So-
Who wants to talk about something?
all right, so let me think of a topic.
Have y'all heard about those murders? In
Which ones?
it was not in Germany, but in a country close to Germany in Europe recently, and it was these two younger women and this older man who went to this like really nice hostel, like cottage type resort out in like the middle of Europe, and they showed up kind of dressed like they were in the Matrix with like black leather and like really sleek but really strange clothing, and by like the next day when they were found, two of them had been shot in the stomach and the throat with a crossbow, and then one had self-inflicted, shot herself in the heart with a crossbow.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
And
How
then
the fuck you shoot yourself with a crossbow?
Well,
like,
okay,
you have to like
it was
strap down
apparently-
and pull the trigger with your thumb or something. Like,
Well, these are like badass like automatic crossbows.
automatic crossbow.
You've seen that
Got
shit.
fucking clips on them things.
We're living in like Van Helsing times. Yeah, man. Like we're in the future now.
No, Kurt.
I'm not doing anything. I'm just putting.
God damn.
But apparently they left wills, but the police won't release what's in the wills, and like it seems like it's totally like an occult / like cult ritual suicide thing. And the woman who like killed the other two and then killed herself, there were 2 more bodies found in her apartment, but like they don't know how they died or like who the fuck they are.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so like I think someone just started the end of the world and was like trying to summon Satan.
Probably so. I don't doubt it.
I'm so glad stuff like that exists. That's so cool.
I'm feeling dead.
Feeling dead? You need a little jolt of life. I'll punch you in the
Hold up.
face.
What's y'all's favorite horror movies?
I don't even know, man. I haven't seen
Which one did you know?
Mine was this movie that my friend Drew showed me when I was younger, and it gave me it was pretty insane. It was about these aliens that came down, and they ate people.
What was the name of it?
I don't know, but it was a really fucking scary movie. It was these cartoon aliens that would come. They weren't even cartoon though. It was real life. It was real.
Did they have big brains on their head?
Oh my god, no.
It wasn't Mars Attacks.
I don't even know. But it was
So you
really
guys have never
scary.
seen Halloween?
I've seen Halloween.
That's not
I haven't seen the original Halloween. I've seen the remake. I've seen the
You've
original
never seen
Texas Chainsaw.
But you've never seen the original Halloween?
No, I like more
I highly recommend it.
I like the prop horror movies like
more
The Thing,
authentic.
The Fly. Yeah,
So you've seen those, the ones with Kurt Russell and everything.
yeah, I like the really gory
Then
special
you need
effects.
to definitely watch the old My Bloody Valentine, Halloween,
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Friday the 13th. Watch that entire series.
Yeah.
Have you seen the original Nightmare on Elm Street?
Seen well, not all of them, but the first couple.
So, dude, why
At
don't you
least
watch
I
Halloween?
no,
They're
listen.
great.
I've only
Oh my
seen
God,
it.
no, you don't even understand. I've seen all of the Nightmare on Elm Streets as well as the verses, and they're fucking incredible.
What, Freddy versus Jason?
Freddy vs. Jason is one of my
Yeah.
favorite horror movies out
I
there.
like that one a lot. I saw that when I was really young, 7 or 8, and I remember my sister trying to cover my eyes during the naked shots of the girls. I was just
They always got those hot
Isn't that
girls
funny how
who are
parents will do that? They'll try to tell you to close your eyes when some
Yeah,
kids come on screen, but then someone's getting stabbed to death, and they're
that's
like,
fine.
alright, that's cool.
What's weird about horror movies is the hotter the women are, the worse the acting is.
I know that movie, I watched it with Vinny, everybody's tits in that movie were all fake.
Oh yeah, which one?
Freddy versus Jason.
Oh, hell yeah, it was great, man.
Have you seen The Evil Dead?
We watched all of it, didn't we?
Yeah, we watched all of it.
Yeah.
You seen The Evil Dead?
Yeah, I've seen all of the Evil
Love The
Dead.
Evil Dead.
I watched Ash versus the Evil Dead series.
I haven't seen that, and I haven't seen the new. I didn't see the remake.
The remake is so...
It didn't seem like it had the humor,
Oh no, definitely not. The
Like,
first
that's-
one didn't have that much humor. It wasn't until the second one they decided to throw a little bit of comedic sense into it.
Well, the first one had the unintentional humor of the low budget, but it gave it more character, I think,
Yeah,
I don't know
Sure.
exactly what you call it. Maybe almost campy.
yeah. Yeah, that's probably the most accurate way you could describe it.
I really appreciated that about it. And then remember the third one? He's got the fucking boomstick.
Yeah. Is that Army of Darkness? Huh?
Yeah.
Have you ever watched Jeepers Creepers? That's my favorite one.
How
The
old
first
is
one and the
Jeepers
second one.
Creepers? Because I have seen it.
The
I have
first
seen
one
it, but
was
I'm not sure if it was a
filmed in
remake.
1999 and came out in
Then,
2000.
At the end of it, are they in the truck and they're running away from
The end of
thing
the
chasing
second
them?
one. It depends on which one. There's
I'm not
three
sure
now
which one.
because Sci-Fi picked it up and did a horrible third one. Terrible.
That's what sci-fi does, man.
The
But I
first
kind of
one.
like it. I kind of love it actually.
The first one is
Sci-fi
the
originals.
first one. It takes place with the brother and the sister, and they find the bodies in the church, and he comes after them after that, the police station. And then the third one is actually the second one. It takes place before the second one. Chronologically, but it is the third one, but it's in between the first and the second one. And that's just them putting in a bunch of fillers that are unnecessary and bullshit just to make a third one, And the second one is essentially the third one, but it is the second one, you know what I mean? And then that's what the school bus.
I've seen the second one then.
That's the best one.
I've
And
seen
at the very end of that, he's hanging up in a barn, and the
Yeah.
old man's down there, and they're like, "What are you waiting for?" And he's like, "Whatever, give it, whatever you're talking about, how many days he has left till the fucking thing comes back to life, because it's every 23 years. That one's legit. Have we watched that one?
I don't think so.
That's pretty good.
We just watched a couple of them.
Yeah.
Freddy vs. Jason, the vampire movie.
I saw, no, you guys don't even understand.
I love
Wait,
Lost
no, I
Boys.
actually do have something to add.
Don't invite them to your house.
Yeah.
So I used to, so this is deep as fuck. This is some shit that nobody knows about. But basically, there was a certain, there was a certain period of my life where I used to watch this streamer. I don't even know, he was he had some type of username for his beard or something. I don't even remember.
For his beards.
But he would, no, but listen, but he would, alright, no, but it was but it was a business, right? He would stream movies on YouTube. He uploaded Call of Duty videos, but at night he would stream videos of a horror movie. So I would watch them. Like he would log on at like 11 and he'd start drinking beer and stuff, and I'd drink or like smoke with him.
Shit, what the fuck, man?
Curtis.
Just threw your drink on.
Fuck, I'm gonna go clean off.
God damn it.
Keep going with your story, don't stop the podcast.
Alright, so but basically, yeah, like I watched a lot of good movies with him. He also showed a bunch of shitty horror movies as well. He showed. I don't know, Tyler. Have you seen this? Have you seen the futuristic Jason movie?
Yeah, Jason X.
Bro,
Change.
that fucking movie is ridiculous.
I love that movie.
Dude, that movie's. Have you seen Jason X?
That's the best kill of the entire
Dude,
series.
it's legit. Like,
Come on a spaceship.
it's amazing. That's
You see when he
exactly
takes the girl, shoves her face into like the
Jason's
fucking antifreeze
face.
or whatever, and her face freezes and he just smashes it.
That's exactly
That's
what it is.
That's like the best kill of the entire series.
Careful that bag,
I
boy.
got you.
Be careful filling that cup up, boy.
Man, you hit this man.
Yeah, like goddamn.
Hey,
They
look,
spill
Where'd my
it.
cup go?
That light needs to go off.
I got you.
Curtis,
what are you doing?
You're gonna fucking spill that everywhere.
Let's just have a podcast where Curtis does stuff for half an hour.
We good, man. We good.
This is ridiculous.
I apologize.
It's a very professional setup.
I'm just trying to fill the bowl.
Secrets of the universe.
Welcome, Kate. You finally woke up.
Kate,
Yeah,
I've
well,
been back.
you look fantastic.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
As always, dog.
our special guest, Kate Beckinsale.
Kate
Oh,
Beckinsale.
that.
Kate Beckinsale, you're an actor.
Oh, give me that bag,
You're worth
Bob.
millions of dollars, homie.
What are you doing?
You have
Worth
to.
millions.
Come on, just hold it up for me.
Just hold it up.
I got you. No, I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you. More
Hold it by the corner.
I care
man.
about
Slap the
I
bag.
got it. Let Curtis let go.
Whoa, you can't disrespect the bag.
Nah,
You're the one
He
disrespecting the
treated
bag,
it
dude.
just as good as he should
As
have.
good as that filthy slut bag deserves.
Okay,
We can
that's
just
enough
call
of-
this. We're gonna call this podcast the
What are
Wine
you
Bag
doing?
Chronicles.
Take
Box Wine Chronicles.
box the Box Wine Chronicles. Oh, we have a series called the Box Wine Chronicles.
Very
I'd watch
classy.
it.
Hell yeah.
I am gonna be watching it.
It's like the Boxcar Kids, you know those little books we used to.
Yeah.
That
but the
series
Box
when we were
Wine
kids.
Chronicles.
Box
like-
Wine Chronicles.
It's like us, you know, just grown up.
Those kids like fucking shooting up smack in those same boxcars grown up.
Hey, alright, so Tyler, I have a philosophical conversation for you, ready?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So you are a big fan of the smoking apparatus known as a jewel.
I don't know if this is philosophical.
Alright, so basically, so that's what I'm saying, boy. So you're of a legal age, and you're a responsible individual to an extent, like allegedly, you know what I'm saying? But like, this is what I'm saying, like, so the jewel is a huge epidemic for our youth at the moment. Like, there's a huge problem with that. Like that, I've seen statistics close to like 75% of our youth have been smoking jewels on like a daily basis. So
I don't know if I believe 75%.
Where are you getting your statistics?
I'm getting my statistics from Fox News.
Oh yeah, that's your first problem.
Alright, no, I'm just joking. I'm lying. I made that statistic completely up to make it more dramatic. But I'm saying, my boy Tyler, what do you feel about that, man?
About what? What's your question?
So my question, this is my question.
What do you feel about made up
articulate.
statistics?
Sorry, so this is what I'm gonna articulate. No, let me articulate this quick. So you are of legal age. How old are you, Tyler?
I'm about to be 22.
You're about to be 22. So when is your birthday?
Is it relevant?
No, it's not relevant.
What's your social security number?
Alright, so you're about to be 22. So there are people that are 15, 16, 17 that are very influenced by people like you that think you're like cool or think that I'm cool or think that Mark
Yeah, you think
Who
you're
thinks I'm cool? Who? You know somebody thinks I'm cool?
You think you're cool,
So
you
what do you
motherfucker?
feel? Do you think that it should be regulated more? Do you think that like that young people should do whatever the fuck they want, or do you think that it's problematic? Do you think that
Dude, if young people want to huff
Are you
glue, if
asking
young
me-
people want to fucking
do you
eat
think-
ass,
basically-
let them do it.
basically
Do
what
I
I'm-
care if Vinny's gonna go buy a
basically-
jewel and smoke? No.
No, but I'm saying like if it hurts their lifespan for like a little bit, like should it really be that big a deal? Should they be like really problematic for their
So
health?
growing up
I just don't
depressed
give a
in
fuck
fucking
what
suburban
anybody
America
wants to
taking
do with their
Xanax
lives.
every
They can do
day
what they
while
want
your
with their
fucking head's
lives.
off when you're fucking 22 years old.
like everybody should just be able to do what they want with their lives.
Let
Like,
them
they
have
should
the
know the dangers of it, but if they want to do it, then it's on them.
I think it should be harder to get than at a gas station though. Just even for adults because of
gas
the amount of
stations, bro,
nicotine.
Yeah, like,
It's like way too strong.
are you?
Tobacco
but
store.
Mark, are you going to regulate Rillos? Like, what are you trying to do, man?
Ain't no one smoking Rillos for the fucking.
Yeah, of course not. Like, it's just like the Atlanta episode. But I'm just saying though, like they might not be. But how are you going to? It's the same thing technically in the legalized of the federal government.
I don't know why it does that, man.
Of the federal government, nicotine is the addictive chemical and the same thing as tobacco. So tobacco is going to be regulated just as much as
Juul is so concentrated per hit with the salt-based nicotine that it's stronger than hitting like. Maybe it's not stronger than smoking a whole fucking like black. But how many people, like kids aren't going around smoking blacks in school. They're hitting Juuls, and it's like
blacks are pretty potent.
It's like 2 hits for the nicotine of one cigarette, and that's like way too high to be acquired at fucking 7-Eleven.
So what do you think of black cigarillos? What do you think of that?
What do you mean black
Like blacks, like that expression where people smoke like a black,
like
black and mild,
black
and mild.
Or do you mean cloves?
What do you think of black and mild?
I enjoy them, or like.
Do you enjoy them? Have you like?
Not really.
I mostly see older black gentlemen at the pier
I smoked one in high
black
school.
and mild.
I used to smoke one in high school a
I
little bit.
picked some old
Hell yeah, boy.
from the hospital.
Dude, Vinny rolled.
He had his scrubs on.
Vinny will roll a blunt in that shit.
Yeah,
you know,
like he had rubbed it off from dirt real quick.
You can
What?
not say that.
Dude, it's legal in
Wait,
like
what?
it's legal in like 12 states.
Yeah, but
bro.
we're not in any of those 12 states.
Bro, we're not smoking.
It doesn't matter.
That's just the situation. We can talk about whatever we want. Like, it's freedom of speech, bro. We live in fucking America. Y'all can go fuck yourself. I don't even want to be in this goddamn podcast.
Yeah, I mean, we can talk.
We got some drama now. Episode 1. Now we're gonna get famous. We got the bump. We got the bump. I told you we need more roasts.
You're right.
Kate, you're the roast master. That's your official job at the podcast. Start roasting people.
Crickets chirping. I'm walking with that.
Hell yeah, we can talk about it.
Do you have a favorite serial killer?
Yeah.
Who?
Me.
Yourself? Oh, hell yeah. Now we got an interview with a serial killer. Fucking this podcast is about to be number 1 on Apple. Suck my dick, Joe Rogan. Fucking bald ass motherfucking manlet.
Dude, like this is the thing though. Like, you think that you're talking shit and everything, but Joe Rogan doesn't give a fuck. Like,
I know Joe Rogan doesn't give a fuck. That's the joke. I don't think Joe Rogan's watching this.
Yeah,
and is
Joe Rogan definitely doesn't give a fuck.
dude, Joe Rogan is literally banging his wife and like raising his kids. Like, he doesn't care about us at all.
If Joe Rogan is a comedian and you can't see me say fuck Joe Rogan on this podcast that no one's gonna listen to, then fuck Joe Rogan, for real, unironically.
Yeah. But do you have a favorite serial killer?
I like the East Area Rapist, or the original Night Stalker, as he's also known.
Oh yeah, what's his story?
Okay, so he was in San Francisco. He was in multiple areas, but my favorite era is when he was in San Francisco, and he would stalk people's homes. At first, he was just raping women.
I have a question after you explain this.
All right, well, okay, but
Okay.
Oh, you didn't want to be part of the podcast, boy?
that's true.
But I'm on the outer external piece of it.
So he was.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
So the East Area Rapist would go around and stalk out people's houses and he'd rape women, right? And he was just a typical serial rapist for a while. But then he decided that he was gonna get more thrills and be more impressive if he could rape couples.
Yeah.
So he would do shit get on people's roofs and scope out their bedrooms and their whole home layout.
Swooping on a rope.
Yeah, and so when they were asleep, he would come in with a gun and he would get the couple up. You only pick older couples to make sure no one was in the house.
You would rape older couples?
Well, he would make the man lie down and put plates from the kitchen on his back. And he'd say, if I hear any of these plates break, I'm gonna fucking kill you and your wife. So we have to sit there, motionless, while the fucking East Area Rapist raped his wife in the next room. And then he'd leave and leave them. And he did shit there was this town hall where people were coming to the police department was gonna answer questions because people were freaked the fuck out.
Yeah.
And this one dude raised his hand and he was like, I think that you guys are withholding information from us because there's no way that one man can rape, like couples. Like I would never let anyone rape my wife. Like I would die before I let one man rape my wife in front of me. Like there's a whole team out there and you aren't telling us. And then like 6 months later, that man and his wife were raped by the East Area rapist. But there were no cameras and no like photos in the room. So like the East Area rapist was in that fucking meeting.
Oh my fucking god.
I have a question.
It's called recently
I have a question.
DNA testing.
I have a question.
23andMe.
I have a question.
That's crazy.
What's up?
Why
How
did
did
the
that motherfucker take it to 20?
why
He did.
why
One of his cousins did, and so like they had traces of his DNA, but he was a construction worker, which is why he knew like home layouts and security so well.
Yeah.
It's like
Also, they found out that his cousin was like a relative of this.
yeah. So like they had his DNA and his like they were waiting for someone and like related to him to who was close enough that they could like pinpoint it to fucking take the test.
Wow.
And this dude finally did, and they were like, oh shit, someone related to this man closely is the East Area rapist. And then it was pretty easy from there to like narrow down who it could be.
Damn.
Yeah, but he was caught recently.
That's crazy.
Fucking terrifying. And he would call the thing that like really fucking chills me to my bones is he would call the couples like a couple of weeks later and he would talk in this high pitched disguised voice like this and he'd be like, I'm gonna rape you, I'm gonna kill you, and it was just fucking horrifying. Like
I've heard
yeah.
I've heard the recordings of that. Like it was insane. Like I like sometimes like it's just like the crazy evidence of that shit. Like you like just looks like it's fake because it's so crazy, But my question was, why do you think that so many like serial killers and shit are in urban areas? Why aren't they in rural areas?
They have plenty of rural serial killers. I think rural serial killers get away with it a lot more.
Yeah.
Because they don't like.
That's why you don't hear about them.
Exactly.
They're getting away with it.
Or they're going after in rural areas. There are more likely to be populations that the police aren't really going to give.
What do you think about there's like a bunch of serial killers and stuff that like they target like weaker people like prostitutes and stuff for a reason like they don't get caught. So like what do you think about them? Because there's a lot of people that kill prostitutes and they don't even get caught. Like so what's the difference between them and a normal serial killer?
Well, like okay, so people who kill prostitutes for like. Because they're like dirty or like they're like bad for society are called missionary killers, and that's like one way that they justify is that they're like killing people who aren't really
prostitutes
people.
The oldest profession. But prostitutes are the oldest profession in the world. Like you can't be fucking talking shit about that. Like it's respect.
Well, yeah, I mean, okay. The thing that scares me about the East Area rapists more than most serial killers is that from what I can tell, most serial killers are super weak, impotent losers, and the only way they can feel powerful is to like sneak up on somebody and like kill them, basically, like hit them in the back of the head with a hammer.
Dahmer just wanted to like control people.
Yeah, but like in his day-to-day life, he was fucking pathetic. Like these are losers,
basically.
But like the East Area rapists seem so much more like competent.
Well, what about like Ted Bundy though? He never seemed to really be.
Hey, did y'all know about?
He was more charming.
Did y'all know about Ted Bundy? Did you know that there's this new like 2020 like fucking huge? They're like blowing up Ted Bundy as like this huge character. Like it's like going to be insane. It might be Disney, but it might not be. It might be Lionsgate or some shit. But Ted Bundy is getting his own motherfucking, like, excuse my French, but he's going to get his own, like, HD, 1080p, like, video in theaters, and guess who's the lead actor?
You're talking about Zac Efron?
Zac Efron.
It's on Netflix, I already watched it.
Bro, how is it? I haven't
seen it. Really good.
Yeah. I don't like that they keep out some of the like, more disgusting parts.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Alright, so what do y'all think about it? Like, what would you
I liked it a lot.
What the fuck?
It showed how good of a manipulator and a socio and psychopath he was. Like everything, like how cool.
What was the movie name called?
It's like wickedly
evil, something stupid.
Disgustingly vile.
Yeah.
No, it's like.
Oh yeah, we can.
Did Zac Efron do a good job?
Hell yeah, he does a good job. Like,
he does alright.
We can watch it after the podcast is done.
I mean, we don't gotta do all that. Like, I can definitely watch it on my own time, but I like definitely appreciate your guys'
trying to watch it.
I don't think Dahmer was as charming as people make him out to
trying
be.
To watch it.
I think
he really watch it on the podcast. Like,
not on the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
No, we just gotta figure out the podcast first. We just gotta see the direction of it.
I think Jeffrey Dahmer was exceedingly normal, and people thought that normal people didn't do that stuff.
Yeah.
When in reality, the most normal people are like fucked up. Like there's something something going on. Like those are the people that you don't trust, or the people who are like obviously like dangerous. Like those are sort of the two like sides where most serial killers seem to fall. Like
most of the time, like Dahmer, I'm pretty sure just went to like gay nightclubs, and like most of those people were like intoxicated, easy to lure back.
Yeah, and a lot of them were like not openly gay, you know.
Yeah.
So like people wouldn't, you know, say like, oh, they wouldn't tell people they were out at a gay nightclub, so they just disappear.
Most of them just came up missing.
What do you think about Ben Crosby?
I don't know about Ben Crosby.
Who the hell even is that?
Yeah.
Bill Crosby.
Bill Cosby. Dude in prison for all those rape charges.
Leave that old man alone.
I heard the first day he was in jail, somebody threw a hot dog at his head. And then somebody slapped him with a chicken patty.
No, like this is going to be amazing. This is going to be quoted forever. But literally, did you guys know that on his court day, whatever, like they were like asking him about his like rapes and stuff, and like he like while he was like walking away from the camera, he's like, hey, like.
That's fucked.
I don't know if that's true.
No,
I don't think that's real.
no,
Mark.
You literally just railed that on me. No, but I'm just saying it's on a video, bro. Like it's literally on video on YouTube. You could see it. Like you literally.
I thought you didn't want to be a part of this podcast, bro.
I've been talking for the past 45 minutes. I'm in
just
the podcast,
saying.
so you're wild. And you're literally just trying to talk shit.
Come join us. Come join us.
I'm chilling right here, man. I'm in the audio. I'm in the audio version.
God damn, fucking up the podcast.
I'm stage shy.
Fucking up the podcast.
I don't like to see my visual.
Yeah.
We're not looking at it right now. It's just the camera not facing us. What do you think of aliens?
Me?
Yeah. Do you think they're like visitors? Do you think?
I feel like there's different kinds. Like, I don't know if I believe in aliens, but I do believe there's different universes with different creatures we probably shouldn't try to fuck with, because eventually, if we were to collide with a different universe, which is very scientifically logical, we're probably fucked, because they will probably more than likely dominate us in every way possible.
They're already here, man.
Yeah.
I don't think they're like.
Space is too vast to travel, so they come in through inner space.
I don't have an explanation like that, but I don't believe in nuts and bolts like alien visitors coming. But I also don't believe that all the people who have seen shit are making it up.
Who even knows?
Something's happening.
We wouldn't know the truth if it was staring us right now.
Okay, so this is my belief. Like, this is very serious. So I believe that I think aliens, I think it's bullshit, man. I believe that if we had evidence of it, if the government had any type of evidence of the aliens at all, it would have been leaked. Aliens are...
What about the hundreds of reports of Navy officers who have reported...
No, but hear me out, though, hear me out. But let me explain my opinion, though. So aliens... Okay, so this is what I'm just going to say. Just hear me out quick. Humans are flawed people. We cannot keep secrets. I believe if our government, if Nixon or whoever the fuck is ahead of that shit, if he has the fucking papers that show that aliens are real, if Area 51 explains something, then we would fucking know about it already.
There are credible reports from military personnel of literal UFOs.
Yeah, bro.
Unidentified
but the UFOs are private army like fucking tests. Like they're not.
Ooh, no.
I don't think that they're actual aliens.
What about the strange lights in the sky that Columbus reported when he was first visiting America?
Bro,
and the same thing that has been reported by Native Americans for hundreds of years.
Native Americans don't got no goddamn technology, bro.
Okay, they can recognize a fireball in the sky when they see it, Curtis. They're not fucking retarded.
They're not retarded, but they don't got the smarts that we have. They don't have the technology that we have.
Smarts that we have.
Bro, they don't have the technology. They might have ritualistics and stuff like that, but they don't have technology.
Bro, now you're just being racist.
I'm not being racist at all. I'm literally saying that they don't have the documentation that we have.
Yes, they do.
They don't have the internet. They don't have the internet.
You're right. They don't have the internet. You're right. But we do have records of the shit that they've been reporting and carrying, like telling stories.
Who are you even talking about? What? There's thousands of Native Americans.
Yeah, dozens of tribes at least have reported what we would classify as UFOs today.
Okay, explain me areas though. I don't know what you're talking about.
So the Uintah Basin in Utah is one of the most active.
Okay.
But all throughout America, especially like when Columbus was coming in, you know, like over where did he land? Cuba? I don't believe it was Cuba, but
it was Cuba.
Yeah, so he reported strange objects both over the Atlantic Ocean.
But he
and
landed.
when
He
gotten
originally
over
landed
lands.
in India, though.
You know about that?
What?
I thought Columbus.
No, he was going to
He thought he
India.
was going
Yeah, he
to
thought he was
India.
going to
When he
India,
got
but then
to
he actually hit
America,
here.
Columbus never set foot in India.
No, but he
Nope.
tried to hit India.
Yeah,
though.
when he
You're
got to
right,
America.
What does it matter then?
Look, because when
I
he got
don't
to
know.
America, that's how Indians got their name. He thought he was in India.
No, but like think about it this way though. Like you got like think about it, but think about it this way. What?
I don't know, man.
What if, no, but what if Columbus never hit America? What about if he actually did hit India? Like this
What
would
are
be
you even talking about? What if he did hit India? What if he sailed straight through America and hit India? What if they didn't know it? Yeah, like who even knows, man?
Oh my god.
Oh my fucking god, Curtis.
Is that what we end the podcast on? I don't even know where to go from there.
I don't even know, man.
I'm floored.
Please go for a little bit longer. Probably gonna chop it up.
So what do you guys believe about so alright, so I was talking to an older person the other day. And he was explaining to me about it. He's a very big enthusiast of Fox News. He was a big fan of Fox News. Alright, so he's a big fan of Fox News, and he was saying that he believes that global warming is fake because the ice age has been happening a lot. So how would you say that that's fake?
I would say he's a fucking buffoon, and he should be fucking in jail for spreading criminal stupidity.
Stupid.
Yeah, we're in an ice age, yes, which means the world should be getting colder according to like global climate cycles. That's my bad.
There you go.
Well, we're getting warmer, which is pretty much what I would call definitive proof that human action has been affecting the climate cycle. And the fact that he's spreading that information to millions of people,
I could just play
he should be in jail.
really like heavy shit.
What? Yeah, man, just keep me going. Bro, we're getting some class consciousness up in this bitch. I mean, the thing about climate change denial is people who deny climate change are so obviously wrong that it's baffling. Like, it's not like they have a good leg to stand on at all.
No.
Like they don't want to believe anything different. So the people in any sort of position, like with any sort of major platform,
Oh, you said the word of the day!
Platform? I did it.
What the fuck? That's the word of the day. What?
Platform.
So anyone with a platform,
Platform.
who denies climate change and is doing it for that audience, and they're fucking shills. Anyone with half a brain can see that the climate is changing.
Oh yeah, I'm sweating. The walls off.
That's because your fucking air is turned down, dude.
Probably is.
Think about how
turn it
bad the
up.
hurricanes are
The
getting.
AC is fucked, man. I don't know what's wrong. The window's open. Probably close this window. Crank up that AC.
Alright, this segment, we're gonna pass this guitar around and have everybody play 1 minute of something.
1 minute.
It's over with.
Will you put it clean for me?
1 minute and 30 seconds to a drum
A
beat.
minute and 30 seconds.
1 minute exactly.
Crazy.
Everyone's in on it.
Everyone, eh?
Everyone.
Are you in on it?
I mean, am I
Everyone's
Are you
left.
sorry?
I'm sorry about it.
Everyone ran off because they got scared, so only me.
Take my
I just
rightful
need to-
place.
I just need to check my Snapchat.
You're kicked out, son, bud.
He hasn't been there for a while. Gave it up.
Your name is Mark, right?
Yeah, Mark.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry, I've been drinking.
That's cool, man. I'm bad.
Me
at
and this dude
names.
just met today, but he's cool as fuck.
Yeah, I like Tyler.
This is my best.
Man, I can't be taking my seats, man.
Look, unless you're trying to go
Curtis,
first in this, you might wanna,
Goodbye.
yeah.
Did I get it clean whenever we play?
Kate has joined
You
the podcast.
want a clean drum beat?
Yeah, I want a
Okay,
clean.
look, what do you want? You want a clean
Nothing
drum
I
beat
can
or
figure.
what? Because you're going first, buddy.
I'm going first.
I want a clean guitar sounds.
a minute.
Yeah, fix the distortion.
A minute, and Curtis,
Curtis, get up.
you're gonna have to.
Table.
You have to watch out, dude.
Please do not sexually assault me.
Oh yeah, that's not what you were wanting earlier. Don't watch out for the mic. Watch out for the
Dude,
mic.
I'm literally watching.
No,
the
you're
mic,
hitting
bro.
it. You're not.
I'm
You're literally
watching-
looking to the other side of your shoulder.
Don't be wild.
I might trip over your
Mark,
legs.
I will literally swing on you, bro. Like,
That'd be a good podcast.
dude, don't be testing me. Kate, relax, man.
I'll take you both on.
Just because you have a cute shirt on doesn't
Hey, man,
mean
we
you
need
can
to
take
hit the wine
advantage of me.
bag. Where's the bag at?
Is that part of the podcast? Slapping the bag.
God damn. I'm sure that was some clean audio, man. That was like, it was quiet right at that moment. Where did that wine bag go, man? Where'd it go? Where'd you put it,
What
Curtis?
is this anarchy?
Where did you put the bag?
Oh
Curtis?
man. Ooh.
Oh my god. Oh my fucking god, Curtis. What did you do? That brick oven pizza's got you.
Are you lactose intolerant, man?
What?
Hell yeah.
Dude, I eat cheese like a fiend.
Got slapped with
Curtis, you need to go to the bathroom.
I really don't, though. I actually took a shit earlier.
You are fucked, bud. Alright, who's going first? It's gotta be Vinny.
It's gotta be Vinny.
You gotta go in order.
I'll slap the bag
up
after.
now.
Sip bag. Is this thing leaking?
No, it's definitely not.
Oh my god, it is.
What? What happened?
Wine on the floor, man. What do you mean, what happened? Hit the wine.
Trade
You
you.
gotta slap it.
Jesus,
Not too hard.
boy.
This thing's already leaking, man. I don't know what we did to it.
You guys are fucking mad, man.
Is it leaking? Seems to be good. Curtis probably didn't close it.
What? That's so not true, though.
You
I
gotta
swear
hit
to
it,
God.
boy.
Dude, hit that shit like a blunt.
You gotta slap it too.
Good content.
Just spilling wine left and right.
This Spotify has been brought to you by Skillshare.
I don't drink that.
Skillshare.com/secrets of the universe for 42% off your next purchase at Skillshare.
I need a towel, Vinny.
Skillshare, please sponsor us at Skillshare.com.
Alright, Vinny, you gotta sit down and go first.
Wait, are we still on the podcast right now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we are.
dude.
We're
Hey,
trying
no,
to
I
do-
want
We're
to
on the
ask you guys a
Skillshare
question.
advertisement. How many
Okay,
skills
I
have
had
you
to ask you guys a
learned?
question about
We're
alcohol.
already
already
doing
have
something,
Skillshare.
but go ahead.
Wait, can I ask you a question
Do
about
it now.
alcohol?
We're right now
We need to
recording.
get
Alright.
sponsored.
Alright, so
Fuck, I love that app.
alright, so something I don't understand about alcohol is that I don't understand what the toxic level is because people,
Fucked up.
but people be drinking a lot and like nobody dies. Like how much do you have to drink to die? Because it seems like,
a lot.
but it's different for different people though.
Alright, Curtis. Gotta hit this bag, bud.
Look, all I'm saying is, y'all are on it. And I need a towel. Vinny, give me a
Hell
towel.
yeah, soak that shit, bud.
Towel!
A towel for what?
I got wine on my seat.
Wine on your seat. Oh my god, that's like all over. Where
Yeah, I need a towel.
did it come from?
The bag.
The bag?
The bag.
Oh yeah, you spilled it on there.
Yeah, I did.
God, how much wine did y'all drink?
Mark,
Oh, man.
Mark, why the fuck did you become an English major? Why didn't you just go into fucking music, man?
I'm not a great musician.
You fucking
good
piece
question.
of shit.
Why
You're
did
just
you become an
insecure,
English
bro.
major?
You're just an
It
insecure,
was a
bro.
free degree.
Alright,
Dude,
Vinny,
you
you're up.
Fair answer.
This man's just smart. This man's
Alright,
just
so
smart. He
Vinny's gotta
knows
get the
English
guitar.
language.
Alright,
I got you a beat. You
It was what I was best
You want?
at. It was what I was best at.
I want
English.
your own beat.
Look, this is clean, dude. Clean enough. Look, hey, everybody's gotta be quiet while everybody's taking their turn to do this.
Alright,
shit.
music time, everyone.
I'm doing retarded shit. Alright. You ready? You want clean or distorted?
Clean.
You want to hear the beat first?
You're the beat.
Are we putting the German stuff on?
Oh, Jesus.
Why does it gotta be metal, man?
Yeah, I don't play metal.
This isn't metal.
Yeah, it is. It says it right on there.
This is not metal.
Metal,
has to be.
metal
don't know
drum
how to
track,
do it,
65
man.
BPM.
Dude, it's so easy.
No, it's not metal.
For the camera, keep it entertaining. Y'all should invite me back to the podcast. Special guest. Special permanent guest.
We have another spill on our screen.
Alright, that's the 1 minute mark.
Just like the fourth million spill.
Sure,
Oh
turn.
my
turn.
fucking god.
That,
Can I get
that? More wine?
I think it was Curtis. I didn't get off the
Oh
chair.
my
Me neither.
god.
Oh my
Can I
god.
get a clean
Jesus.
guitar?
it definitely was.
Fucking
That is pretty clean.
I don't even understand.
That's clean?
Just keep drinks on
Alright.
the floor and it won't happen.
Play it.
Keep the fucking cups off the motherfucking ground
Tell me.
and this shit wouldn't happen.
Tell me that.
Look at me. Oh my god. These fucking animals.
Okay.
Sorry.
Alright.
Oh my
background
god. Like a bunch of little kids. All these people, man.
I didn't spill anything.
Man, yeah, you did.
When?
You spilled it all over your chair. What are you talking about?
That was your fault. You made me hit the bag, so don't blame it on me, motherfucker.
I can't help you. Can't multitask.
I can't help that you want me to hit the bag when I'm not trying to hit the bag.
But you got to. That's the rules, man.
Oh, get out. You got me there.
It's the rules.
Look, my bad. We gotta be quiet. You get another chance. I did 1 minute and 17 seconds for everybody.
Exactly.
I need somewhere to put this. Hold it.
I
Alright.
need like a little table.
Hold this for me also.
got you.
Still. Appreciate it.
Thank
I'm gonna
y'all
pull
for letting
this-
me jerk off all over the guitar for 1 minute and 17 seconds. I hope that wasn't too shit.
Now we can do it. You can still fuck with it after this. Yeah. Alright, look. I need somebody to click it for me.
Oh yeah. I can click the buttons.
Rock and roll.
I'm trying
Which
to
one? This one?
Ooh. Silverfish.
Yeah.
Rainbow
The one that
fish.
was
She's
on.
so cute. I don't know what to name.
Holy fuck.
See how long I go for.
We need bubbles.
Is it played?
Yeah, well.
This is water. Damn. Yeah, I can record a video.
No way.
How long?
I don't even know, man.
We'll just end it there. Fuck it.
Who even knows?
Fuck it.
Looks like
that
that's
mine?
the end.
Is that mine?
I don't even know.
That's
This one's
yours.
Box Wine Chronicles. Come on, Curtis, where you been? Come on.
Gotta play a song.
Yeah, you're next. I don't know what happened, man. See what I can do? I can just like put the videos in and just put an image over it. Technical difficulties. Oh yeah, lots of them.
The Indian chief.
Too much wine. That's the technical difficulty. Too much box wine.
Too much fun.
We're too
It's the
professional.
result of box
It's pretty much
of
all
the
gone.
technical
You
difficulties.
should call it the Spilled Wine Podcast.
I like the box wine chronicles. Where'd you go, man? Where'd it
There's
go?
plenty left.
Cut off, sir.
Yeah, there's a good bit left.
Madam, you need to watch your mouth.
I'm feeling pretty late. I'm feeling like if that was the end of it, I'll be okay with it.
The end of what?
Box
Time?
wine. Hope I read mine. That too.
Time.
The end is already happened.
That was
The
the real
aliens
secret
are
to the
already
universe. That was the real secret.
Yep, time is already ended. The aliens already here. The government's alive. The serial killer's on the loose.
Yeah. That was the
Yeah!
gist of it.
Serial killers.
Shit, fuck the bug.
Oh my god.
I just want to make I want a true crime occult podcast. That's all I want.
Do what?
A true crime / occult podcast.
Cold podcast.
Yeah.
I want to start a cold tonight.
I think those should drink to, like, cheers to how much wine was spilled during this video.
For all the wine that got in the carpet and not in our bellies.
Oh, and whenever we were off the balcony, all that wine is.
I got so sticky. That was gross. And it burned.
I kind of intentionally wanted to get it on your face.
Thanks, man. You did it better the first time. Oh shit. I unintentionally got it on your shit. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
Poor animals.
Another one.
You just gotta drink it down to where, no, out your tongue, man. That too, like, you can suck that shit, bud. Oh my god, it's a dry spot. You can see it.
What?
You just need to drink your cup down far enough to where it won't spill, man. Hell yeah. Yeah.
Krakauka.
180 BPM. That seems excessive.
I just spilled it.
Oh my god.
Don't judge. This is no judgment zone.
Can't believe how many times wine has been spilled tonight.
You should get you should get real wine glasses.
Yeah, that probably would help. I think it works. There would be a lot more wine spilled at that point. Oh my god. I'm fucking doing.
Where are you gonna upload this podcast at?
Bye. YouTube.
Sick.
Oh, the card is full. It's done.
It's done.
Game over, folks.
Is that the end?
Yep.
Alright, good night, YouTube. Like and subscribe to my YouTube channel.
I need to go break the card.
Almost. Just now.
Hell yeah. I got a fuck ton of content, man. It's good.
Oh, it's a roller coaster of emotions.
It really fucking was.
There was conversation. There was wine spilling. It's all there.
There was almost a fight. Someone left the podcast. There was drama. Drama.